Hey, Pearl, what is this all about? What's going on? I just saw you rush right by me like something was chasing you or something like that. Is everything okay? Oh, Lisa, this is perfect. I'm so happy that you messaged me right now. I can't stand to be with that man for another single second. Do you hear me? That man? You're not talking about Jeremy, are you? What happened? I mean, you and Jeremy are supposed to be getting married tomorrow. How can you not be happy with him? I just mean, why should a woman as beautiful and successful and amazing as me have to put up with such a horrible man like that? I mean, it's not like he comes from a bad family or anything like that at all, but he's just so stupid and completely useless. I just can't bring myself to like him no matter how hard I try to. All he ever does is really piss me off. Oh, wow, I had no idea that you felt this way about Jeremy at all. But why did you let things get this far then? Why not cut this whole thing short earlier? Well, it's because I know that Dad really wants me to marry this guy, but I also know that it's only because Dad wants the business connections he'll get from having our families be wed. And I thought I could stick through this for the good of the family, but I'm seriously at my limit right now. I just refuse to marry someone that fat and ugly. You really think that Jeremy can't take care of himself? He seems like such a nice, sincere guy to me. I don't know, I was also so impressed that you were able to land someone like him, to be honest. Why were you taken up with him? You really don't know anything about him at all, and that shows it. But he really is just such a fatty. I mean, can you believe that he actually eats the crust of his pizzas? How could someone do that? Please don't tell me that's actually something that you're even remotely upset about. Anyways, maybe you're just getting the pre-wedding jitters, but I'm sure they'll pass. And if the only problems you have with Jeremy are aesthetic, then I'm sure they'll pass in due time. You really don't have any idea what you're talking about at all, do you? Just why in the world are you trying to stick up for a loser like him? He's not nice, he's not sincere, he's not handsome. He looks like some kind of freakish monster straight out of a horror movie. He looks like Frankenstein. You do know that Frankenstein was actually the doctor, right? The monster wasn't actually called... Oh, never mind. I don't care about what the monster was called. You know what I'm talking about, you nerdy little bookworm. In fact, you know Jeremy is something of a nerd himself. I bet that you two would make a much better couple than him and I would. He's always reading some dumb sci-fi book or playing video games with his friends. He's just always doing some silly indoor activity and I can't stand it. Most of the time he's just at his computer typing. Well, I thought Jeremy told us when he came over that he's always wanted to try his hand at writing, right? I know that. Not only that, but he even told me that he really has no interest in taking over his family's company at all. But if he's not going to do that, then what's the point of even marrying him? Pearl, please, I think that you're being really unfair right now. I mean, do you really feel that way about Jeremy? I'm just saying that we were supposed to have another meeting today about our wedding, and I just can't bring myself to go. What about you? What if you go in my place? What do you mean? You really want me to be making decisions about your own wedding? Look, Dad wants me to marry Jeremy more than anything, okay? Remember that this is also that our families and businesses can come together. Heck, you could even marry Jeremy for all I care. I don't think Dad really cares as long as it's one of us and the wedding actually happens. Hold on a second, Pearl. Are you really telling me that you don't care if I marry your fiancé? You two are literally getting married tomorrow. I don't think that you should be talking about him like this. I'm just saying that a guy like him doesn't deserve and wouldn't even know what to do with a girl of my caliber. I need a good and handsome man with lots and lots of money. In fact, I already know there's got to be someone out there waiting for me, and that's why you saw me running off. So anyways, I want you to stand in for me at my wedding tomorrow, and you can go ahead and marry that fat, ugly pig Jeremy. Pearl, I don't know what to say. Oh, thank you so much. You both really are freaks, do you know that? I can't believe that you actually think it's a good thing to be getting my sloppy seconds like that. But then again, it's not like you two are going to be able to find anyone better looking than each other and still manage to make it work. I really just don't understand why you're being so nasty, Pearl. I really would have thought that you'd know better than to judge someone so harshly for their appearance. And just what else is there to judge him about? Besides, how can I care about the person he is on the inside when he looks so bad on the outside? Well, if you ask me, people who are ugly on the inside always end up showing it on their face, like you. Excuse me? Was that you trying to insult me? You know that I went to one of the top schools in the country, right? Not only that, but our family background means that I am certainly a winner in life. Well, you do realize that you and I come from the same family, don't you? So I don't know what you're trying to say there. I don't really care what you have to say to me as long as you end up marrying Jeremy and I don't. That way, we can still make Dad happy and I don't have to subject myself to being with Jeremy. It really is a win-win all around. You, me, Dad, and Jeremy all win. It's the perfect plan. Well, I'm not going to be marrying him for any of those reasons. I'm only going to marry him because I love him. I don't care about where our families are from, what Dad wants, what you want, none of it. Man, you really are a freak. Do you know that? I just don't understand you, but whatever. If you want him, you can take him. I don't care at all. You're doing me a favor by taking my ugly husband away from me. I just hope that you two can make each other happy.
Hey, Lisa, are you there? I just wanted to say that it was really nice getting to meet your family tonight, okay? And thanks for making sure that I got home okay.
Oh, it's not at all. I was really wanting to get out of the house by the end of it all. So thank you for being such a good drinking partner. Actually, the thing is that I really did want to talk to you tonight, as I'm sure you were able to tell.
But I still can't believe that you said what you said to me tonight. But are you sure? I just don't know what to say.
Of course I'm sure about this, Jeremy. I mean, I remember when I first met you. There was just something about you.
I know you said that to me earlier at the bar. I'm sorry, but I really can't see what someone like you would even like about someone like me.
I just think that you're a really caring and thoughtful person. You're nothing like my parents or my sister. I don't know. I talk to you and I just feel at ease. It's like all the pressure of the world just melts off of me.
Lisa, I actually feel the exact same way. I hope that's okay to say.
Wait, you do? What do you mean? Are you saying that I make you feel the same way that you make me feel?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I talk to you and it feels like I'm in a safe place where I'm not having to perform for my parents or friends or shareholders or anyone like that. And talking to your sister, well, no offense, but I really don't think she likes me at all. Anytime that we're alone together, she's just playing on her phone. I really do try and be approachable and talk to her and be a man that she's wanting to marry, but I think that, all I'm doing is just pushing her away. So this is all just a huge relief for me.
Oh, I see. I really am sorry for how horrible my sister can be at times. I just really don't know what to do with her at all.
No, it's okay. I knew from the start that this wedding was all about being controlled by our parents, so I'm not really that surprised that being married like this would repel Pearl. But it's not all that bad. After all, it's thanks to all this that you and I were able to meet. But I would have no idea the way you felt about me if you hadn't said anything. In fact, I was rather confused and angry with myself. After all, how could I be falling in love with my fiancé's sister and still think of myself as a good person?
Well, don't be surprised if people talk about us because of this, you know.
No, I don't care what people say, as long as I can be with you. Then that's all I really want. But I guess that means that you and I have a big day tomorrow, huh?
Yes, finally, and I am very happy that the wedding was going to be small and for family only. I mean, I can't imagine the confusion this would cause if the wedding was really big. After all, who ever heard of the bride being switched out at the last second? But I guess according to Pearl, neither of my parents really care about which of us is marrying you.
Yeah, well, it was actually Pearl who said that she wanted to have a smaller, more intimate wedding with only family there. I was wondering if it was because she was embarrassed to be married to me.
Oh, Jeremy, you don't need to worry about my sister anymore. I doubt she'll even come tomorrow. Although if she did, I'm sure that it would be just to try and make fun of the two of us for going along with her plan.
You're right, nothing else matters now that I know you and I are gonna be able to be together. I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
See you then, Jeremy. Sleep well. Hey there, sis. I just wanted to let you know that I arrived to your wedding. I knew that you two were ugly enough to be a perfect match. So you really did actually show up. I just don't know what to say. You really are horrible, do you know that? Oh, come on, we're sisters. Did you really think that I wasn't going to be here for your big day? Besides, Mom and Dad said that they didn't care if I was here or not. But when I thought about how hilarious your ugly little wedding is going to be, I just knew that I had to be there, and I'm sure that's what the rest of the family is thinking. I don't get it. What is the matter with you and our parents? Why do you always have to act this way? I mean, I guess I know the answer to that. You all only care about this marriage for what you think it's going to do for our family. What other point even is there to this whole stupid sham of a wedding? It's all about our families. You two are just tools for the greater good, do you understand? Ugh, whatever. I'm just glad that you're enough of a sap to marry this guy. It means that I'll never have to worry about being married to a loser like Jeremy. And just who is this other man that you've shown up with to my wedding, huh? Don't tell me you've already found a new boyfriend. Well, no duh. Did you think it was going to take long for me to get a new one? I mean, have you seen how I look? But he really is a looker, isn't he? If you really want to know, his name is Owen. So if anyone asks about me, I've been dating Owen this whole time and was never, ever with Jeremy. You really are just pathetic. Do you know that? You can't even have people knowing the truth about you dating Jeremy. That is really sad. Well, I don't care what you think, since Owen has graduated from one of the top schools in the country and works for one of the largest, most powerful companies in the country. He's still in his 20s and already makes $20 million a year. So in the end, it all works out for me. So is that all you care about for your wedding too? Just external things like money and fame, is that all you care about? Wait a second, don't tell me that you're jealous of me right now. You are! You're jealous that I brought this sexy rich man with me and you're stuck with Jeremy. You know, I've already introduced Owen to our parents and they are going to be huge fans of him. You mean you really brought your boyfriend to my wedding just so that you could introduce him to our parents? And why wouldn't I use your wedding to take care of this? After all, Owen is from a rich family and I'm sure that Mom and Dad would want to meet him. I really am sure that Mom and Dad are going to have no problems with him at all. This is going to be perfect. I don't believe this. My whole family is like this. How was I lucky enough to end up the only sane one out of all of you? You're calling yourself sane, and yet you're the one that's happy to be marrying a total loser like Jeremy. That's rich. But whatever, I hope the two of you make each other happy. I know Owen is going to make me very happy, not to mention rich. Hey, Lisa, what the heck is all of this about? I heard that you two were going to be cutting ties to your families? What the heck are you trying to pull right now? I'm not trying to pull anything at all. Jeremy and I just want nothing to do with any of you anymore. We're sick and tired of being treated like pawns in our parents' games. We're not going to let them control our lives any longer. But you can't do this. You can't just decide to do this by yourselves. Don't you realize that if you do this, Dad could lose the company? You know, Pearl, in a way, this is all your fault. If you had just married Jeremy instead, none of this would be happening. What kind of silly backwards logic is that? You really think that I'm going to buy that? You really seem to have a bad memory when it comes to the things that would make you look bad. But it doesn't really matter now. Jeremy and I have made up our minds and we're not going to be manipulated by you all anymore. Don't you realize what you're doing? You're betraying your family. You're being a terrible daughter by doing this. You think I really care about the family that said that Jeremy and I belong together because we're so ugly? Because that's rich if you think I'd ever feel like I owe any kind of loyalty to them at all. You're just completely useless, do you know that? This was going to be the one good thing you ever did for us, and now you've gone and ruined it. Wait a second. What's going on? I just turned on the TV and... Why is Jeremy on it? Oh, yeah, well, that sounds about right. I mean, I told you that Jeremy always wanted to be an author ever since he was younger, right? Well, anyways, he wrote and published a book, and it's already a bestseller. So some news crews came over to have an interview. Hold on. You're telling me that Jeremy published his book and that it's a huge success? I know that he was working on one, but I didn't realize he'd finished. Well, I think it's just amazing, and I am so proud of my husband for what he's accomplished. So what? You think any of this matters? He'll probably just be a one-hit wonder. And besides, are you really saying you prefer him as a writer rather than tied into our business connections? Because if that's the case, then you really are both idiots. In fact, if I were you, I would leave him and go find a better man for yourself right away. Pearl, you need to stop this. I love Jeremy, and Jeremy loves me. And that's what makes us work so well together. Wow, I really just don't know what else to say except that you need to wake up to your being brainwashed. But whatever, I'm going to be happy with my husband, and that's all that really matters. Are you serious? You mean that you didn't message me right now because you wanted to ask for financial help? What in the world are you talking about? Why would Owen and I ever need to go to you two for help? Are you sure that you really want to talk about this? I mean, you do know that Owen is just a scammer, right? What is that supposed to mean? What are you even talking about? How dare you try and spread such lies? I'm just saying that his whole resume, the whole background that he gave you was a complete lie. He was just trying to make himself look good so that you would agree to marry him, but the truth is that he doesn't really have any money at all. So that's why I thought that you were only messaging me now because you were in desperate need of help. Oh, please, Lisa, I don't need you to tell me that Owen is nothing but a scam artist, but the fact of the matter is that he does have some money, and he's just so kind. Are you sure about that? Because I heard that he just took Dad's money and ran off with it, and now the family is really upset. It's okay, you can be honest with me. There's no need to lie about any of this. Are you trying to make fun of me? Is that what's going on? I mean, I don't really think I would need to try very hard if I was, but at this point, you're the one making a fool out of yourself. Whatever, laugh all you want. It's not going to make any of what you're saying more true. And even if Owen did run away with Dad's money, I would rather that happen than have to end up being married to someone as ugly as Jeremy. Well, okay then, but if that's really the case, then would you mind leaving me alone? I don't need you contacting me anymore. Fine then, this was a whole waste of time anyways, and I never should have tried talking to you in the first place. Hey, Lisa, I was just thinking, do you remember that one time that you were in second grade and I lent you some money? Excuse me? What in the world are you talking about, and why would I even remember something like that? Yeah, you said that you really wanted to buy some magazine or something like that while we were at the mall. And you said that Dad wasn't giving you any money, so that's why you came to me to ask for some so that you could buy it for yourself. Anyways, I think it's high time that you paid me back for that. Wow, you're too proud to ask for money, so you have to make up a silly story like this? I mean, I knew that you were prideful, but I didn't think that you'd try to call in some 20-year-old debt. Whatever, I know that you have some spare money lying around, don't you? After all, I heard that Jeremy's book is already being made into a movie. You have to have money. And if we did have money, what business of yours is any of that? Well, we're family, and I really need some of it, so please, can't you help me out? I mean, I am seriously flat broke right now. Not only that, but the rest of the family is saying that they want nothing to do with me at all, so there really is no one else I can turn to. So even though you said all those horrible things about Jeremy and treated him like he was beneath you, you still come to us for help? Look, I don't like this any more than you do. I thought that I'd be fine, but I'm not, and now I don't have any other option but to ask for your help. You really think that you can act all high and mighty like this just because you married rich? You didn't do anything to deserve the money you have right now. Except I already told you that I was never marrying Jeremy for the money. I only ever respected him as a good person. And besides, you know that I have a job and earn my own money. We both are there for each other and we both help each other out. Oh yeah, I'm sure that you bring in just as much as he does. You are just all talk, do you know that? It's so obvious that you're just into this for the money. You're just talking to me like this because you think that you have the upper hand and can look down on me. But you wouldn't be treating me like this if I hadn't given you Jeremy. Great, thanks for that. Is that all you have to say? Because I have better things to be spending my time on. Wait, no, please, you can't just go. I really need you to lend me some money right now, or else things are going to get really bad for me. You see, I thought that I'd be making a lot of money from marrying Owen, and so I quit my job. And I also may or may not have taken out a bunch of loans. Hold on a second. You're telling me that you quit your job and took out loans? What is the matter with you? Well, I thought that Owen was this huge millionaire, so I thought I could just take out some money now and have him pay it all back later. I only used it to go out and buy some bags and clothes that I wanted. Just stuff like that, you know. Okay, Pearl. How much money did you end up borrowing for all of this? Well, I don't have an exact number. But the last time I checked, it was already around the ballpark of $20,000. Wow. Just wow. I really don't even know what to say, but no, we're not going to be helping you out there. You figure this out yourself. I can't believe this. I'm your sister, and you're not even going to help me after I've come to you and explained how much trouble I'm in? Pearl, I'm sorry, but there is really nothing that would ever make me want to help you. But anyways, if this is all that you wanted to talk to me about, then I think we're done here. Hey there, Jeremy. Do you remember me? I'm Pearl, Lisa's sister.
Oh, of course I remember you, Pearl. What's going on?
Well, the thing is that now that I've spent time away from you, I think it's finally helped me realize that I really love you.
Excuse me? I don't know what to say to that.
Well, it's just that I guess I didn't realize what I really had until it was gone, you know? But now I know the truth, and I know that I need you.
But I don't understand. When your sister and I got married, you brought that other man with you.
No, it wasn't like that. I was just jealous, and I thought that bringing him might have made me feel better, but it didn't at all. I was being an idiot and finally realized that, and I just want you to know how sorry I am about it all.
I see. You know, I actually heard that Owen guy that you were with turned out to be a scammer, is that right?
It's true. He was so horrible, and I just had no idea at all. That's why I feel like now I have no choice but to come to you for help. Please, you have to know that I only have feelings for you. I want to be together with you.
Well, I understand your feelings, and I appreciate your honesty, but the fact of the matter is that I'm married to your sister Lisa, and she's the girl that I love.
But what about me? There was a time when you and I were together, don't you remember? You told me that I was beautiful, and I went to a good school and everything.
Yes, well, I did say that you are beautiful, but I was really only talking about the kind of person you were from the outside.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't really care about appearances at all. As long as I love that person with all my heart, I really don't care about how they look or anything like that. So, yes, you are beautiful, but not in the way that I would ever want to be with. Besides, I know that you made fun of me for how I looked.
Hold on a second, are you really telling me that you want to be with my sister more than you want to be with me? Don't you realize how much better I'll look on your arm than her? Just think about it. You've wanted to be an author ever since you were little, and now you finally achieved your dream. But imagine how good it would make you look to have a pretty and well-educated wife with you.
Pearl, you know you're more than just some arm candy for another man to use, right? You should have more confidence in yourself.
What in the world are you talking about? I'm bragging about how much better I am than my sister. Doesn't that show that I have confidence?
I just mean that maybe you should try and have more confidence in your personality as well as your looks and whatever school you went to. Also, you should know that I've already heard from Lisa about how you reached out to her to ask for money, so I'm afraid that I can't really give you any help there.
I knew it. I knew I was right about this whole time. You're nothing but a horrible, ugly, lame loser. There. How did that feel? I bet you're absolutely crushed now.
Pearl, please, I think that this is all just a little ridiculous, don't you? I mean, what is the point of acting this way towards me? What do you think is gonna accomplish, huh?
I knew that I should never, ever come and ask for help from you two like this. That was my only mistake here. I should have known that losers like you would turn on someone like me the second you thought you had a little leverage. But whatever. I guess I should have expected this from the two of you. After all, a couple of fat, ugly losers like you would make a perfect match, and now you have. Pearl, are you there? What were you thinking? Why in the world would you try to break into our house? I mean, you realize this is going to follow you around forever on your permanent record, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter at all anymore. You can say whatever you want to me now. My life is over anyways. I had to take out more loans to pay off my old loans. Not only that, but Dad's company is on its final legs. Everything is coming apart around us. I can't believe that it's all finally come to this. Well, first of all, Jeremy and I already agreed that we want nothing to do with our family's respective businesses and that we weren't going to be their pawns. But, given that both of our families were hoping to count on one another to help out their businesses, I'm not surprised to hear about what's happening to Dad's company. But I still just don't understand how you can still act so selfishly. I mean, you marry rich, run off with your husband, and refuse to lift a finger to help your family. I guess I just thought that you'd be a little more understanding of someone in a position like what I'm dealing with now, but I guess that you two only care about yourselves. You know that it's more complicated than that. Besides, our families didn't even care about Jeremy and I as people. You said yourself that Dad didn't care which of us married him, just so long as it was one of us. And besides, none of this excuses you breaking into my house like some kind of thief in the night. But the police will be here soon, so you might want to think about what you'll tell them. But, wait, what do you mean? You really called the cops on me? How could you do this? Don't you think that I've been through enough already? Been through enough? I think that everything that has happened to you up to this point has been your fault. I don't get why you think that you can act like this and not be punished for it, but I'm sorry, I can't let this go. You've done enough to Jeremy and I already, and this has gone far enough.
Well, that was a complete freaking mess to say the least.
Yeah, I know. I'm just seriously over my sister. She has taken this whole thing way too far, and I'm not going to stand for it. But I'm just so happy that you and I are finally going to be moving out of this town so we don't have to deal with this ever again. But I just want you to know how sorry I am for all of this. I really never wanted anything like this to happen, especially not to you.
Oh, come on. You know that there's nothing to apologize for. Besides, if I never met your sister, then I would never have met you, so I don't regret a thing.
You're right, it hasn't been easy, but I'm glad that we've been together through this.
By the way, you should know that my father officially told me that he didn't want me to have any part in the family business. He said that if I wasn't going to take over the business, then I wouldn't get anything from it either. So I guess that now we're finally in the same boat when it comes to us having finally cut off our families entirely.
But the only reason our parents ever wanted us to get married in the first place was because they thought it would help their companies. I'm sure it wasn't easy to hear that from your dad, but I'm just glad that they also know that they can't treat us like their puppets.
You're right about that. I wish things weren't quite this bad, but our parents can't be allowed to treat us like that. As for your sister, well, I guess we don't really have to worry about her either.
As long as I'm with you, I don't need anyone else from my family. They've caused me so much pain that I thought no one would ever be able to understand until I met you. After that, the police arrived and dragged my sister away for breaking and entering and destruction of property. She ended up being charged a huge fine for all of that. For Pearl, that meant she was forced to take out more loans in order to pay her legal fees. She had lost her family, 2 potential suitors, her sister, and now she really was neck-deep in debt. I have no idea what she's going to do to get herself out of this mess. I heard that my dad's business wasn't able to stay open and was only able to keep operating for a few months after Pearl was arrested. Without the connections to Jeremy's family, they lost the one lifeline they thought could save them. As for Jeremy's family, their company was much larger than mine. But I heard that the cousin who ended up taking over has been embroiled in several huge scandals and that the company has been struggling. As for Jeremy and I, we moved out of this town and have been enjoying our new lives away from the people who tried to manipulate us in the first place. Jeremy is still writing and I'm working. We do all that we can to help each other and I couldn't be happier. Of course, I wish that things had gone better with our families, but I'm just grateful that we were able to find each other and be our islands in the stormy sea of our lives. Hey, Malcolm, are you there? I just have a question about this strange sign that's been posted in my room. It's a bit weird. Do you care to explain yourself about any of this?
Oh, look who finally decided to wake up. Do you have any idea what time it is? I was wondering when you were finally gonna get up. As for the sign, why don't you read it? I really don't think it'd be that hard to understand. Did you even give a good look at this before messaging me like this?
Well, you did a very good job titling it. It says, Good Wife Report Card. And then you were even thoughtful enough to subtitle it, Don't Forget You're Here Forever. So, I don't get it. Is this some kind of joke or prank or something? I mean, you know it's not the 1st of April, right?
I know it's not the 1st of April and there's nothing funny about that poster. I am very serious about this. Yesterday we got married and that means that you are my wife now. And since you're my wife, that means that you should be dedicating every ounce of your being into serving me. After all, you do know that that's what a good wife is supposed to do for her man, right?
Malcolm, literally what in the world are you even talking about? You better tell me that this is all some kind of joke. You can't be serious about this.
I just told you that it's not a joke and I am serious. Maybe I should have added a literacy portion to your report card since apparently you can't read.
I don't understand. What is going on here? I mean, it's like you've turned into an entirely new person ever since we got married. Yesterday, I couldn't even imagine you saying something so horrible to me. I don't get what's changed.
Well, of course my personality changed now that we're married. You should have seen this coming. Now that means that you have my last name and that means that you are all mine. Everyone knows that it's a wife's duty to work for her husband all her life after she gets married. So that's your duty. That's all your role in life is now.
My role in life, Malcolm? I don't understand what you're saying to me. I mean, I thought we were getting married as equals, but you're talking as if I'm your servant or something.
And you got married to me knowing what it was like to have a married life and what it was all about. You have no idea how much I've been holding back until now, but now the tables have finally changed.
Malcolm, I didn't think that you were this kind of person. I'm so confused right now. Why are you being like this?
Look, the point of this whole thing is that I don't want to have to hear you constantly be telling me what to do. Okay, do you have any idea how much of a pain it is for a husband to constantly be trailing after his wife? That's why I made that report card. You're gonna write all of what you've done in a day and then turn it over every night to me to look over. And then I'll look over all that you did and compare it to the state of the house, and then I'll give you a grade for that day. Then I'll return the report card and you can see what you need to improve on.
And just why in the world do I need to submit what I did around the house for you to grade us on?
Just who in the world do you think your life belongs to now? Every little thing you do in your life has to be for me now, okay? Your job is to take care of the house and clean up after me, and my job is to make sure do it all right. Honestly, I think I'm being pretty nice about all this. I mean, what husband do you know in the world that would actually put in the effort to make a report card like that?
I think that you're looking at this all wrong. I mean, do you really think I just take care of the house for you? I do it for us both. Besides, I don't just clean the house. You know that I have a job to do. I'm more than willing to work less and help more around the house, but we need to discuss this more.
Your job? Is that really what you're calling it? It's not a job, okay? It's only a part-time thing. You can't actually be calling it a job, right?
Malcolm, you need to get serious about this. You know you were the one that convinced me to quit my job at the company, and you're the reason why I'm working part-time. You know that you don't earn enough money for us to make ends meet. I have to work if we want to survive. Don't you realize that?
I don't really care about all these lame details. The point is that you can't even try and compare your little part-time gig to my actual job, okay? Besides, you don't even leave the house when you do work. You only work from home, don't you? Do you have any idea how exhausted I am coming home from the office every night?
Well, I wasn't trying to say that you don't work hard or anything like that. I really appreciate all the work that you do, but I'm only saying...
The only thing that you've been saying this whole time has been complaint after complaint and gripe after gripe. I do so much for you, and you have the gall to complain about me asking you to do some things back for me.
Malcolm, what happened to you? I thought that I knew who you were, but you lied to me. You are nothing like I thought you were.
You really think that I've changed? I never changed at all. I've always been this way, and I think that you're not being grateful enough for all the hard work I've been putting in, especially by making that report card. But just know that if you ever got a 0 on anything, then you and I are getting a divorce, so you better keep up the good work.
Right, of course. I guess I'll keep that in mind then.
You better, because I want you to know that I am deadly serious about this. Hey, Ruth, what is the matter with you? The house doesn't look like it's been cleaned at all. There's just dust everywhere. What is the matter with you? You need to come back home right now and clean this house up now, okay? All over again, and I mean it, get back here now.
Oh, come on. Give me a break, Malcolm. I can't go and clean the house all over again. I have work that I really need to do. Besides, I am really not feeling good, and I'm trying to take it easy so that I can recover quickly.
Are you kidding me? Did you really just say that? Hold on, do you think that I'm gonna baby you forever? You remember what I told you when I had to explain this to you, don't you? If you ever got a 0 on any of these scores, then I'm going to divorce you on the spot. So what do you think about that, huh? Is that what you want? You want me to leave you?
Please, Malcolm, I'm really sorry if this is upsetting for you, but I just need to rest a little bit today. You know, I've barely been able to get any sleep between what I have to do around the house and what I do for work. It's like from the moment that I wake up until the moment I go to bed, I'm either cleaning around the house or I'm doing my job.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say to that, okay? You should have thought about that before you got married. This is what marriage is all about. So how about you quit acting like you're the victim here and that life is so hard? Honestly, it's not like I was ever thinking that you were a smart woman, but I had no idea that you were this stupid.
Malcolm, I promise that tomorrow morning I'll clean the whole house again if that's what you want, but I just need to rest for the rest of the day.
I already told you no, okay? Don't you realize that you're working for me now? You need to dedicate your life to me, and that means doing everything I say when I say it. If you're saying that you're too weak to be a good wife and take care of your husband, then that is your problem and you gotta deal with it. I mean, just how long do you expect the world to baby you, okay? You're an adult.
Well, I think that it's fine to admit that there are times when you're too weak or tired to do something. And I don't think it's healthy to try and put some kind of ban on asking for help, but I'm not expecting anyone to baby me, but you are just being ridiculous.
Do you really think that this is okay? I don't believe you. What's the matter with you? You're my wife, and you really ought to realize that the only value you will ever have to me is when you clean up after me. Or are you just trying to embarrass me? Do you have any idea how awful it is to live a life where I don't have a wife who does every little thing I say? It's horrible. It's the worst.
Malcolm, I literally have no idea what you're even talking about. I mean, None of this is making any sense to me at all. I just have no idea where this side of you has come from, and nothing you've been saying has made any sense at all. I just wish you could be more reasonable.
If you still don't understand what I've been trying to tell you this whole time, then that means that you are just too untrained and you haven't figured it out yet. But don't worry, I'm gonna do my duty as your husband and whip you into shape. I'm gonna make you into the best wife a man could ever ask for, so all you have to do is just worry about doing what listening. Do what I say, okay?
Malcolm, can you please stop banging outside my bedroom door? My head is throbbing and I'm in so much pain already.
What are you talking about? How could you possibly be in any pain at all? The only way that you could be in any kind of pain is if you did work beforehand and you haven't done anything, so I don't see how you could be hurting.
That literally makes no sense at all. I really think that you know that you're being unreasonable right now, so why can't we just talk like adults?
What I know is that I am right and you are wrong, so how about you finally shape up, come out of your room, come downstairs, and dust the whole house again? Because if you don't, then I am going to keep on standing outside your door banging and banging until you finally smarten up and do as I say!
Hey Ruth, are you there? I was just wanting to ask if everything was okay with you. I mean, you were in pretty bad shape, but did you make it okay? Is everything alright now?
Well, things are a lot better thanks to your Ralph, so thank you so much. I really can't thank you enough for taking me all the way to the hospital. I mean, I was feeling just awful, and Malcolm was really being no help at all, so thanks again for doing that for me. It was a huge help.
Yeah, of course, it was my pleasure. I was just happy to be able to help you in your time of need. But, you know, I have to say that I was really surprised to bump into you after all this time in the supermarket. But then I was even more shocked when you suddenly collapsed in the middle of the store. I almost had a heart attack myself when I saw that, so I'm just glad that I got you there on time.
It's just that lately I've been so busy with work and taking care of the house all the time that I've basically hardly been able to sleep at all. I really did think that I was stronger. Maybe I was in the past, but now I just feel so weak all the time and I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, I know what you can do. You need to get more sleep and try and have less on your plate, okay? I mean, I thought that you were really gonna quit your job after you got married, right?
Well, I did quit my job at the company, but then Malcolm demanded that I find some part-time work. Although he also told me not to tell anyone else.
Oh wow, so that means that you've been working and having to take care of the house? But that's so much for one person to handle. How do you do all that?
Yes, I am still working. I'm working from home though, so I don't even go out anywhere to work. And although I had to quit my job at the company, I'm still doing lots of freelance work for them as a programmer.
I see, but why in the world would Malcolm want you to quit your job if you were basically doing the exact same thing in secret? I mean, why would you want to do something like that? I just can't understand.
Well, I think that he's of the mind that a wife should be staying at home, not working and taking care of the house and nothing else. And I really was ready to quit my job for him when he first brought it up while we were talking before we got married.
Oh, I see. So then you wanted to quit your job and become a housewife? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm still confused because if that is something you want to do, then why are you still working at all?
Well, the truth is that if I don't keep working, we just won't have enough money to make ends meet. So that's why I'm still doing my job in secret. And Malcolm has just no idea how budgets work at all, so he's of the mind that he's the only one keeping this family afloat. He thinks that he's paying for everything and that I'm only contributing peanuts, when the truth couldn't be more backwards.
I see. Well, it sounds to me like Malcolm has changed a lot ever since you two got married, right? Maybe you should just try and talk with him about this, you know? I mean, this really doesn't seem like a sustainable relationship at all. And at the very least, if you're gonna work, it'd be better if you did it for a company rather than as a freelancer. But anyways, it's just so sad since you guys were so head over heels for each other at first, and you were always all over each other. I would just hate to see a marriage like that end on such a silly thing.
Head over heels in love with each other? I'm sorry, I don't get exactly what you mean by that. What makes you say that about us?
Well, I mean, it's true, isn't it? I mean, Malcolm was always talking about you around the office, you know? He told me that ever since you two got married, you can hardly keep your hands off each other. But yeah, he's always been talking about how great you are and how happy you make him and things like that, you know? So honestly, I'm just a little surprised that you're saying all this.
He really compliments me when he's at work? Are you being serious? I had no idea about any of this at all, if I can be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he's always letting me know how you're doing, and you know, he's always bragging to the other men in the office just how amazing his wife is. So I assumed that, you know, everything was going great for you two.
I see. Well, I'm really sorry, Ralph, but I think I'm just a bit confused by all of this. I really am hearing about this for the first time right now.
Well, it sounds to me like there's some kind of a huge communication gap between the two of you. So, if you really want to talk to him about this, you should probably do that and tell him about the problems you've been having. After all, when you fell, it was lucky that I was able to be there and help you up, but I can't always be there for you, you know? I mean, what would happen if you felt like that again?
Well, that is a good point. I would really hate to fall again and have no one there to help me.
I think the thing about Malcolm is that he's actually kind of prideful guy, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I'm sure you've noticed. I mean, in all honesty, I think it'd be pretty fair to describe that guy as a perfectionist. Anything he does, he always tries to put his all into it. And I think that sometimes he can get so into whatever he's doing that he kind of just loses sight of what's actually going on around him. So I don't know, if I had to take a guess about what might be going on with him, I'd probably say that he's just so concentrated on what he's doing that he's blinding himself to your feelings a bit. But he really is a brilliant guy, and he's always doing so much to help us around the office, so it's not like he's mean or anything. I'll just bet that he's becoming a little obsessive, you know?
I see. Well, I suppose you really do know him well, don't you? I mean, you basically broke down his entire psyche for me. But anyways, just thank you again so much for today. And if you ever get a chance, please try and come over if you can. We'd love to have you.
Well, if I get a chance to, I'd just love to visit you guys. But anyways, go ahead and try and get some sleep, okay now? You really need to take good care of yourself.
Hey, Ruth, what is the matter with you? Why aren't you in the house right now? Where are you right now? You better respond to me right this second. Are you out cheating on me or something? Is that what you're doing? I know it is, so don't even try and hide it, okay? I will not let you get away with this. You will pay for this, Ruth.
Malcolm, what in the world are you talking about right now? I literally sent you a message about why I wouldn't be in the house, didn't I? I told you that I was going to the emergency room and that I might not be home all night, remember?
I saw that message, but I know it's just an excuse that you came up with so you could get away with cheating on me, isn't it? Just admit it, you know I'm right.
No, it really is nothing like that at all, but what happened was that I fell while I was out doing the shopping and I knew I had to go to the doctor.
I see, I think I finally understand what you're trying to tell me. Basically, you're trying to tell me that you've been having an affair with a doctor, isn't that right? You faked having some episode in public so everyone would think that you were sick or hurt or whatever. But the truth is that you just wanted to go have an excuse to go and see this doctor that you're cheating on me with.
I am telling you that that is not what is going on here at all. Why won't you listen to me? I went to the store and I literally lost consciousness. I was only able to go and get the medical help that I needed because Ralph from work also happened to be there and he drove me to the ER.
What? You mean that you were with Ralph this whole time? I can't believe it. How could that bastard cheat on the wife of his own coworker? That's just sick.
Please just read what I'm saying and quit trying to look for hidden meaning when there isn't any. The reason I passed out in the first place is because I haven't been getting enough sleep. And the whole reason I haven't been getting enough sleep is because you haven't been letting me sleep. So I'm going to rest here until I am ready to go home.
You're a liar and I know it. Why don't you just admit that it's the truth and quit trying to hide the facts from me? I know that you're cheating on me. You are gonna be in so much trouble when you get home. Maybe if you just admitted that you were cheating on me, then we could have talked this out, but I am gonna set you straight. And if you screw up again, I will divorce you right then and there.
I have no idea why you think I'm saying any of what you think I'm saying right now, Malcolm, but you need to quit jumping to conclusions or else I just can't talk to you. Hey there, Malcolm. Do you have a moment? I just wanted to talk to you about my chore report card. What score do you think I'm going to get for today?
What the heck score do you think you're gonna get, huh? You haven't been doing a single thing around the house in the slightest. You haven't cooked or cleaned or done laundry. All you've done is sit in your room like the useless woman that you are.
Ah, okay. Well, thanks for breaking all that down for me. But you still didn't answer my question. How many points do you think I'm going to get for today?
What the heck are you trying to pull right now, huh? Is this a game to you? Is this funny? Haha. Wait, hold on. Why are you even asking about the points when you know you haven't done a single damn thing all day?
Well, if I haven't done a single thing all day, then surely you should be able to tell me my score that I get for that, right?
Right, okay, fine. Hold on. Let me just think about that for a second. I think that the score that you'll be getting for an alpha performance that you've given me today is going to be a single point.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Why are you even bothering to give me a single point if you said yourself that I haven't done a single thing?
Well, yeah, I mean, you haven't actually done anything, but it's not like it's actually that bad. And since I know that you will do something, I'm gonna give you an extra chance with this 1 point. So all I have to say is that you're welcome.
I see. So I guess I really wasn't acting poor enough for you to merit giving me 0 points then.
Hey, what the heck is going on here? Is this some kind of a joke or something? I mean, the house is a complete mess. What happened? The living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom, it looks like a bomb went off inside of each and every one of those rooms. Not only that, but the dining room table looks like it's been sawed in half. What the heck is this all about?
Well, I had a friend come over and help me do all of that. Do you like it? But don't worry, though. I made sure to compensate him from our shared bank account.
You had a friend do this? What, did you bring a saw into our house and he just karate chopped the table in half? Hold on, and why in the world would you pay someone to do this? Our house is a complete mess and it's all your fault. What is your damage, Ruth?
I guess I must have done really, really badly today then. Isn't that right? Care to tell me what my score of the day is now?
What? How could you be thinking of something like that at a time like this? Seriously, what is going on with you? What's the matter with you?
Come on, man, just give me my score already. You were so proud of the little system you came up with, so why not just tell me what I got already? I mean, if I got 1 point yesterday, then surely I would have to get an even lower score today. Isn't that right?
Yeah, you do get a lower score. And you really want to know what you have for your score today? Well, I'll tell you, you have a whopping .01. So, how do you like that? I was gonna fail you, but I really can't tell if the table is actually broken with a saw or a karate chop, and if you really did have some badass come over and do that, then that's at least like 1/10 of a point for style. So I guess you must be pretty thrilled that you and I still don't have to divorce, is that right?
Ah, I understand. I guess that I didn't realize that there was a creativity section to your chore report card. But if that's the case, then I guess next time I'll have to take any elegancy out of what I do next then.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean what you're gonna do next? I can't believe it. I lost everything. The house is completely empty. And not only that, but even the power and the water and the gas has been shut off.
That sounds like there's quite a mess in the house then. So how about it then? How many points did I get today? I mean, there's no way that I didn't end up with 0 points after all of this, right? I literally took everything of yours out of the house and sold it. Not only that, but I even found someone to buy the house, so I sold that as well. I've decided that I'm going to go and live with my parents for a while. After all, the deed to the house was under my name, so I had the right to do whatever I wanted to do with it.
Why would you do all this? What's the matter with you? I mean, you didn't have to take things this far, you know?
Okay, Malcolm, just hurry up and tell me what score I got for today. You told me that if I got 0 points, you would divorce me on the spot.
I don't get it. Do you actually want me to tell you that you got 0 points? Is that what you're trying to get me to say with all this? Is that why you've been tearing apart our house like this?
Yes, actually. That is exactly correct. So hurry up and tell me that I've been a failure of a wife and give me 0 points.
You really want to get divorced from me that badly? Is that what you're saying?
That's right. I really did try hard for you at the start, but I quickly learned that there just wasn't any point. So then I finally realized there's no point in trying with you at all.
Well, I'm not gonna give you what you want. I'm giving you 0.00000001 points. So, there. Did you actually think I was just gonna let you get away with this like that?
Well, can you at least tell me how you arrived to such a specific decimal then?
Yeah, of course I can. Unlike you, I have a system with rules, and after all, you cleared out the whole house of everything, so in a way, it's even more clean than ever. And so that's why you're getting 0.00000001 points, okay?
I really just can't deal with this anymore. This is just getting stupid. You know that I want to divorce you, so why can't we just end this?
No, we are not gonna end this until you finally have 0 points. I told you that I would divorce you when you have 0 points and you're still not there, so there.
Well, you should go to the living room. I left the divorce papers for you there on the floor. Just sign it and send it off to be processed.
No, I can't let that happen. I don't want a divorce. You can't just leave me.
You're really an idiot. Do you know that? I mean, did you really think that I was going to tolerate your attitude?
You're doing this to try and embarrass me, aren't you? Well, I am not that weak of a man. You really think that I'm gonna let you free just like that?
I'm afraid that you've got it backwards. I only did what I had to do. You're the one who betrayed my trust and pushed me to this point.
That can't be right. You're just making fun of me. You just want me to look stupid. Ever since I was little, you always have acted that way. And now you're just trying to make fun of me? First my wife and then my coworkers with Ralph. You're all just looking down on me.
Ralph never looked down on you once. In fact, he considered you a good friend and always thought of you as a really hard worker. I mean, there might have been people that did look down on you, but they weren't the ones who were close to you. You drove us all to this point.
You're right. I finally have seen that I've been wrong this whole time, okay? I thought the whole world was against me, and now I see that I was wrong about that, but I never should have hurt you.
Well, I'm glad you finally realized that, but anyways, I need you to hurry up and sign those divorce papers now.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You still want to get a divorce after all that? Even after what I just told you?
Yes, of course I do. You think that I would really want to stay together with you after all of this? I'm glad that you realized the mistakes you've been making, but I still want to leave you. Now, anyways, I have to go and talk to the real estate agent about selling the house. So go ahead and sign those papers for me, okay?
So you mean that you really don't want to fix things with me at all? You really are fine with just leaving me? Hold on, you don't see that I am trying to make up with you right here and now. I am trying to make this right.
You do realize that I have literally sold all your belongings in the house, and I am literally selling the house as well, don't you? What about that screams that I would like to get back together with you?
But that's okay, okay? We don't need the house or all that stuff. We can just move into an apartment and live together like that. We can make it work, it's not too late.
Can you please just give me a break? I am telling you that I want to get a divorce and nothing is going to change my mind about this. Do you understand? I want a divorce, and that is what's going to happen whether you like it or not. Now sign the papers and let's just get over this.
Wait, no, please don't do this. You're my everything. You're still my wife, and you have to know that I still love you. I need you in my life.
If you really love me, then I think you would understand that this is what I want more than anything. I am telling you that this is what I want to do, and you aren't listening to me like usual. So let me make this perfectly clear. We are going to divorce. Do you understand me?
Of course I don't understand this. This can't be happening. I didn't see things going like this at all. This isn't how things were supposed to go.
You mean you really thought that I was just going to go along with this insane report card idea of yours? You really thought that I was going to put up with your horrible sexist attitudes and pretend like I was happy to go along with it?
No, of course not. That's not what I want you to do at all. I don't want to lose you. I mean, I didn't mean to push you this far. I mean, even if we're divorced, you and I can still be friends, right?
Yeah, I don't even want that, to be honest with you. I have no interest in being friends with an ex like you. I would rather just have you out of my life entirely.
So then you mean that even if we get a divorce, that'll be it? You'll never ever want to see me ever again?
What would even be the point of seeing you after we divorce? You've caused me nothing but pain this whole time.
Well, fine then. If that's the way you're gonna be, then I'll sue you. And then I'll force you to have to meet me again.
And just what in the world would you even be suing me for?
Because you sold all my stuff without asking me, and then you took all the money for yourself. You're a thief.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give you the key to the storage locker. I didn't actually sell your stuff. I just wanted to make you sweat a little.
So then, you really didn't sell my things, and it's just in a storage room somewhere?
That's right. So anyways, since we've got that business settled and you realize that you can't sue us, I think we're done here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really do have to go and speak to this real estate agent. So just sign the papers or else I will get a lawyer involved. Understand? After that, I cut off all communication with Malcolm and only passed along messages to him through my lawyer. He was kicking and screaming through the whole thing, but the divorce was finalized and we were finally able to separate. I used the money that I got from selling the house as well as the money from the divorce to move into a new house after I spent some time with my parents. I heard through the grapevine, however, that Malcolm fell into a deep depression after our divorce and that he even quit his job. Now I hear that he's living with his parents who are forcing him to help clean the house. I only hope that the experience finally makes it clear to him that housework is real work. But knowing how prideful he is, I'm really not holding out hope. Either way, I don't really care. Now, in my new house and new town, I've been able to really enjoy finding myself again. I have an apartment that I'm comfortable in, and I only clean when I feel like it. Of course, I'm not a slob, but I'm not holding myself to Malcolm's ridiculous standards anymore. It means so much to finally have control over my life again. I know now that I won't ever fall into a relationship with a man like him again. Hey, you old hag! I have had enough of you sinking your claws into my brother. When are you finally going to give up on this and just let him go? Excuse me? Valerie, I'm sorry, but I really have no idea what you're talking about right now. Did something happen? I'm so confused. Where is any of this coming from? What is this about? Are you illiterate? Do you not read English or something? Or are you just playing dumb because you don't want to face up to the harsh reality that everyone else is living in? I'm still really not following. I'm sorry if I've done something to upset you, but I don't understand where this is coming from. Are you sure that you're texting the right person? I don't think I've ever seen you act this way before. Of course I have the right person. What other old hag would I be wasting my time to text like this, huh? But I guess I can see how you might have been distracting yourself. After all, you've been enjoying your fancy life living abroad this whole time, haven't you? You probably haven't even noticed what an old hag that you actually are. Valerie, I am still so confused about all of this right now. You do know that you're texting Aaron right now, right? I just don't get where all of this is coming from. I mean, I thought that we were getting along. I didn't even realize there were issues between us. I can't believe you actually thought that I would ever want to be friends with someone like you. The only reason why I was playing nice was for my brother's sake. I knew that if I was mean to you, then he would be really mad at me, and so I put on a little act to make sure that everyone was happy and that there were no problems. But now I am sick and tired of having to try and pretend like I can even stand being around you. So I'm going mask off and being real with you. But you mean this whole time you were just pretending to get along with me all for Max's sake? But really, this whole time you never had any intention of trying to be friends with me or get to know me at all? Well, no duh, Aaron. Why in the world would I want to get to know you? All I want from you now is to leave my brother alone. It's honestly just horrible the way that you've tricked him into loving you. I won't ever forgive you for this. You think that you're so special all because you were my private Italian tutor? But you were just using that position to try and weed your way into my family. And now you think you have something with my brother? Well, I refuse to play along and I want you gone. Valerie, please tell me this is some kind of joke. I mean, what has gotten into you to make you act this way? I didn't even do anything. You really are living in a fantasy world of your own making if you think that that's true for even a second. Honestly, don't you have anything new to say to all of this? Actually, shut up. I don't want to hear it. What you need to know is that I want you to keep away from my big brother forever, okay? Max deserves to be with someone young and beautiful. So don't think that just because you're all fancy with your living abroad and you're speaking a foreign language, that makes you anywhere near good enough for my brother. You're nothing but a fat, ugly loser who's old and will never be good enough for Max. Do you understand me? How could you say that? You really don't think I've been plotting something like this or that I ever had any bad intentions for you or your family, do you? I mean, the whole reason I ended up going to your house and meeting your family was to teach you Italian. Besides, I'm only 5 years older than your brother. Are you really saying that small of a difference in age is enough to upset you this much? That's exactly what I'm saying. And if you really can't see how an age gap like that would piss me off, then you probably already have dementia. Honestly, the fact that you can even talk or write in complete sentences is a miracle to me. But the point is that my brother is just too young for you. You'd be better off finding some grandpa to be with. How about I go to the retirement home and pick out a nice old man for you? That way, you can finally leave Max alone and get out of our lives. Valerie, you don't need to be saying any of this. Do you know that? I mean, if you really have this big of a problem of me being with your brother, why don't you go and talk to Max himself about it? I have tried talking to Max about it. Not just him, I've even gone to my parents about how much trouble you give us. But none of them listen to what I have to say. They just say that I'm being a little too obsessed with my brother's love life and that they thought it was getting to be a little creepy. And sure, I do love my brother a lot, maybe more than anyone in the whole world. But that doesn't mean that I have any kind of feelings for him that would be inappropriate for a sister to have. That's just disgusting. Right, I see. Well, either way, I'm sorry, but I still just can't understand the logic behind you acting this way. But if you'd like, maybe you could try talking to your parents and Max again, and I could be there as well. Then we could all say what we want. After all, the reason I come over so often is to teach you Italian. Now, it was your mom who hired me as your teacher, but if you don't like me, then you might want to look for a new tutor. Oh, give me a break. You think I care if you come over and teach me? Of course I don't want you around anymore, but that's not the point. I need you out of my brother's life, not mine. And trying to sneak around like you're doing it as if it was ever going to make me feel better is just low. You're scum. You're nothing but dirt. I understand and appreciate these feelings that you've made very clear to me in this conversation, Valerie. But the fact is that I have no intentions of breaking up with Max at all. In fact, you should know that he proposed to me, and we were going to announce it to both of our parents soon. And now that I know all of these problems that you have with me, I guess it will be one more thing to discuss with your mom and dad. What? No, you two can't be getting married. That isn't fair. I won't allow it. You're doing the exact opposite of what I'm telling you to do, you old hag. I get why someone like you would want to marry my tall, handsome, smart brother, but the fact of the matter is that someone like you will never, ever be good enough for him, and you need to understand that. Well, you are more than entitled to your opinion on my relationship with your brother. That being said, we are engaged to be getting married. So I'm sorry that us being together is going to upset you, but I'm afraid that it's what's going to happen and nothing is going to change that. You sound so sure about that, don't you? But I guess that you and I will have to see about that in the end, won't we? Really? You mean you're seriously not going to drop it? I really wish that we could just put this behind us. Whatever. I seriously can't with you right now. It's clear that this whole conversation is just pointless. If you want to get married to my brother, then you can go ahead and try it. I clearly don't get a say in any of this, so you all can just do what you want. Okay, well, you say that, but I'm not sure that you really mean what I think you're saying there. But if you're really honest about none of this having anything to do with you, then I guess as long as you understand that, that's all that matters. So you do understand that your brother and I are going to be getting married and that nothing anybody can do is going to stop us. Whatever, you can say whatever you want. It's not like you were even trying to hear what I had to say to you to begin with. So I just have nothing else to say to you. I see. Well, I don't know what else to say to any of this.
Hey, Aaron, you there? I just wanted to say thank you so much for swiping right on me. I think that a girl like you is just my type. I'm so happy that you were okay with giving your number like this too, so thanks again for expressing your interest in me.
I'm sorry, but who is this? I'm afraid that I don't have your number saved in my phone. And I don't recall giving my number out to anyone lately, so would you mind telling me just how you got it?
Wait, what? This is Aaron, isn't it? It's me, George, from that dating app that we were both on. We exchanged a couple of messages and you seemed really nice, so I asked for your cell phone number and then you gave it to me and now I'm texting you.
I am really, really sorry about this, but I honestly have no idea what you're talking about at all right now. But I think you might have me confused with someone else because I'm not on any dating apps at all. In fact, I have a fiancé right now.
Wait, but you had photos on your profile. You said that you thought that I was really, really handsome in my photo. I thought that you and I were going to be a perfect match. Are you telling me that this whole thing is just one big lie? What is going on here?
I'm sorry, someone using my name said all of that to you? And this same person was the one who gave you my number?
Hold on a second, I'm still really confused. What the heck is going on here?
That's exactly what I want to know. I really have no idea how this could be happening with all this. But I'm telling you that I'm not on any dating apps and I'm already engaged. I really think that there must be some kind of mistake here. I mean, I don't really even know anyone named George.
I don't believe this, so then you really don't have any interest in me at all? I guess you don't even know who I am now that I think about it. Well, I guess I'm glad that I found out all of this before I got myself too invested in all this.
Again, I really am so sorry that you're going through all of this, but I just really don't even know what to say. I really have no idea about any of this.
But if that's the case, then that means that the person I was talking to wasn't actually Aaron. So that means that someone chose to use you to make a fake profile of and then try and talk to men. Would you happen to know anyone who's using one of these dating apps and who would want to do something like that to you?
Actually, now that you mention it, I can think of one person. Although I don't think she was trying to pretend to be me because she wanted to impersonate me. I think she was just trying to find a way to get another man to reach out to me and contact me like this.
Wow, that is just crazy. Why in the world would someone want to do something like that? And this person not only has your number, but a bunch of weird photos of you as well. I really don't mean to be presumptuous, but it sounds to me like this has got to be someone that you would know. I mean, if they had your number, then it wouldn't just be some stranger online. But I don't get it. Even if it was just a prank, I don't think it was all that funny.
Oh, trust me, I'm not laughing right now. I don't think this is funny at all. I mean, I'm just so much more confused than anything else right now, but I'm sure that you can at least sympathize with that.
I see. Well, I just feel embarrassed now. I mean, I really did think that you were my kind of girl, and now you're telling me that you're engaged? I suppose I couldn't interest you in having a little affair on the side, could I?
Yeah, I appreciate the kind offer, but that's just not going to happen. I love my fiancé, and we're really looking forward to being together. So I just really don't have any interest in other men, okay? And frankly, I'd like you to pretend like none of this ever happened. Although I really am sorry that this did happen to you, and I just hope that it didn't cause you too much trouble or pain.
Oh, of course, I completely understand. I just thought that, I should take a chance and ask. I mean, you never know. Anyways, I really do hope that you find out whoever set this all up. Bye.
Yes, well, I hope so too. Anyways, I hope you have a nice life and don't give up. I'm sure you'll meet someone one day. I can't believe this is actually happening. I am starting to get pretty sick of you. Do you know that? I thought I would have been rid of you by now. Oh, give me a break. I can't believe that you even have the gall to message me right now. You invited me over, we were having a lovely conversation to practice your Italian, and then you shoved me down the stairs? Well, I hope you got it all out of your system. I hope you dealt enough damage to finally be over this stupid grudge of yours. Well, I don't know what else you wanted from me. I tried to tell you that I wasn't going to be putting up with you, and you were refusing to listen to me that whole time. Besides, it was just a little push. But you said that you realized that this was between your brother and I. You said that you understood you weren't going to come between us. None of what you're about to say has any meaning on anything at all. I just thought that I'd be able to get you to finally give up on all of this by yourself. But I can see how wrong I was about that now, so I figured if you weren't going to listen to reason, then you might respond well to force. But I just wish that you could finally get the hint and leave my brother alone. He doesn't need or want to be with a grandma like you. Well, I am not going to let you get away with this. I was going to try and be patient with you while we worked through this. But now you've even tried to hide what you've done from the rest of your family. You know that you're guilty. No, I'm doing this all for my family. I'm protecting my brother from you and my parents from having you as their daughter-in-law. I know what's best for my brother, and you're not it. So why don't you ever take the hint and leave and never come back? Unless you're looking to get all battered up again. I am not going to let you get away with this. I thought if I gave you space that you would get this out of your system. But now you have taken this whole thing too far. Not only that, but you've done something that you can't take back. You are going to pay for this. Oh yeah, I'm so scared of whatever it is that you think you are going to be able to do to me. So go ahead and try it, see what happens. Oh, I will try it, don't you worry. But for now, I'll give you what you want and go home. But just don't come back to me crying when all of this goes belly up for you. And let me tell you now that I am sure this is not going to end how you think it will. Aaron, are you there? Please, you have to forgive me for yesterday. I really am so sorry for what I did to you. Can you ever find it in your heart to forgive me for what I did? I can come over to your place right now and apologize to you in person if that's what you want. I'll get on my hands and knees and beg. I take it that you heard everything from your mom then? Like about how I'm not going to be funding your study abroad trip anymore? I bet you didn't see that one coming at all, but I'm sure you weren't happy to find out about it when you did. Yes, you're right. It's just exactly as you say. I really had no idea that you were the one that was going to be paying for my study abroad trip. You never told me about it at all, but my mom explained that you were saving it as a surprise for me when the departure date got closer, so please, can you ever forgive me for what I've done? You really do turn around fast, don't you? Just yesterday, you were just about ready to kill me. But no, to answer your question, I have no intention at all of forgiving you for the way that you've treated me. And I've already told your parents that there is no way I'll ever be convinced to fund a trip like that for you again. You're not even going to be getting a single penny from me, to say nothing about euros. But Aaron, please, don't be like this. It doesn't have to be this way. You know that I don't have any money. It's always been my dream to go study abroad in Italy. I had no idea that you were preparing this all for me, and now I'm only finding out about it because it's not going to be happening anymore. That's right. I really did want to support you and help you achieve that dream, but I just can't after the way you've been treating me. So if you want to go and study abroad in Italy, you're going to have to find a way to do it yourself. But this isn't fair. You can't do this to me. I mean, I had no idea that you were even planning this. Why didn't you ever tell me about this? Because I wanted it to be a surprise for you. That was what it was always meant to be. I was going to tell you about it all when it was your birthday. I talked to your mom about it first and got her permission. I really thought that you were deserving of the trip when I saw just how hard you were working on your Italian. I still do deserve it, please. You have to believe me. You can't just take this from me. I've been trying so hard to improve my speaking skills. You know that I've been studying hard every single day for the last year now. This has been my dream, and you're taking it away from me? But you pushed me down the stairs yesterday, Valerie. Not only that, you waited until the rest of your family was away, and it was just you and I. What if I was really seriously injured, or worse? What if I had hit my head and died? Did you think about that? I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt you or anything like that. I only wanted to surprise you a little so that you would finally listen to what I had to say about you and my brother being together. But you said so yourself that you didn't think what went on between Max and I was any of your business. Not only that, but it still doesn't erase the fact that I really could have been hurt by what you did. I mean, you knew that the wedding was happening. I was literally over at your house to talk to Max and your parents about the wedding plans before you pushed me. You didn't just hurt me doing this, you've upset your family and really hurt your brother's feelings as well. But, I mean, I was supposed to be the one who chooses what woman is good enough to marry my brother. And you wanted to do that with violence? You have to know that the way you were acting just isn't appropriate, right? I know, but it's just... Well, I'm trying to say that I'm sorry about it and you're not listening to me. Don't you get that I realize what I did was wrong? I'm glad that you realize what you did was wrong, and I'm glad that you want to apologize for it. But doing those two things in no way obligates me to forgive you for what you did. And if you ask me, you've been getting off way too easily for the way that you've been acting. I think that you'll find the real world isn't as forgiving as your parents. Yes, you're right. I promise to think about that when I act in the future. But please, just this one time, I need you to forgive me. Please help me study abroad. The answer is no, and that is not going to change. If I gave you this one chance, then I'm afraid that you wouldn't learn your lesson and you'd never change. And if I forgave you for this, I don't think that I'd be able to respect myself for letting you get away with this. But that's so cruel. How could you do this to me? I mean, you have to know that I had no idea you were managing a company while doing those Italian lessons. I had no idea of all the money that you were bringing in. This whole time, I thought that your plan was to quit your job and just become a housewife after getting married. Well, it sounds to me like you weren't doing a very good job of listening. I think you just heard what you wanted to or what confirmed your biases. But either way, I just hope that you actually do learn a lesson from all of this. Of course I've learned a lesson. That's why I think that I deserve to go on this study abroad trip. And you are more than welcome to hold those feelings, but I don't think it's fair to expect people to give you what you want just because you want it. Please, don't you see that I've learned my lesson? I get that what I did was wrong, and I know that I was taking you for granted. And I realize that I was lying to my brother about liking you, and I see now how it's all wrong. I should have never judged you and never tried to come in between you and my brother. I had no idea what a kind person you were, setting up everything for me without my knowing. But you're going to be my sister-in-law, so please, can't you find it in your heart to forgive me and help me out with this just this one last time? I really don't even feel comfortable being called your sister-in-law. But either way, I think that your family is going to be cutting you off. I mean, I'm sure that your mom has talked to you a little about this, right? But that's not fair. My family can't do this to me after you. I really am sorry, and I realize how wrong I was for acting in that way. I should have listened to you, but now you're not listening to me. I really am sorry for everything. Don't you get it? Yes, you've said that you're sorry several times now, and I am glad to hear that you regret your actions. You've apologized very kindly, and you might even be sincere about this, but you still haven't told me why you did this. I was so scared that you were going to take my older brother away from me. I didn't want to lose Max to you, and that's why I was so set on trying to sabotage your engagement to him. That much I can understand, but you also realize just how much you overreacted, right? Even after I had warned you that Max and I were very serious about each other. Even Max is sick of the way you've been treating me. Aaron, please, you have to talk to my parents about this, and Max too. None of them want to hear my side of the story. You're the only person I can turn to. I really don't think it's my place to talk to your family about what to do with you. And I don't think that I owe that to you either. But I've apologized. I'm sorry. Don't you get that? I'm sorry that I pushed you down the stairs. I shouldn't have done it, but now I'm begging you to forgive me. That's not all that you did, though. You also made a fake profile for me on a dating app, didn't you? And then you gave out my number to random guys pretending to be me. Wait, what? You can't actually think I would have ever done something like that, right? That's just way too much. I know the whole truth. Don't try and hide it from me any longer. You should have picked another guy to give my number to. What do you mean? I really have no idea at all what it is that you're talking about. I am talking about George. He was actually a really sweet man to talk to. He was also very cooperative in helping me get to the bottom of how he got my number. I was worried that I might have become the target of some kind of crime or something like that. I thought that my identity might have been stolen or something like that. Thankfully, George is a bit of a tech whiz and managed to track down the IP address of my dating profile. And wouldn't you know it, all of his hard work traced right back to you. You mean that there's technology that can do that kind of thing these days? That's right, and this is a form of identity theft and impersonation, so you could be liable for a lawsuit. But I was just trying different approaches to get rid of you. Oh, well, don't worry, I've already explained all of this to your brother. He was so let down when he found out just how far you went to try and come between us. But maybe you should take all that hard work you put into trying to get rid of me and find a job that can earn you money to go to Italy instead. Either way, I think we're done here. Have a nice life, Valerie. After that, George did actually go to the police and report Valerie for her fraud of impersonating me. Both her parents and her brother did nothing to help her at all. Valerie has no one else that she could turn to and had to deal with the entire police and court procedures all by herself. Of course, if you ask me, it was high time she learned that in the real world, your actions have consequences. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.